Okay, let's try to watch the language. There's children present, huh?
Broadcasting live in between your parents' silk sheets.
That's disgusting.
Broadcasting from the bathroom after Kirstie Alley had an all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet.
Ay, caramba.
Who cares where we broadcast from? My pants are down and my nipples are hard.
Oh, Davey.
Hello, this is Christopher Walken. You're listening to the Modern Problems radio show hosted by Shotgun, Jay Spin, and Daveylove. You fat bastard.
Oh, yeah.
I
big
bet
part
you
of my
do.
job here on the Modern
Let's
Problems
see if
Radio
I can
Show.
try that position. Whoa, how did you do that? You do more than research.
Yep.
Vagina researcher.
Yep, and so we have our porn researcher here. Natalie is our porn
Yes.
researcher. Oh,
Is that really
Right
fun?
on time.
right on time.
Oh, 3 minutes early. And
Hello, Modern Problems Radio Show. You're live on air.
Hey, this is Michael Ziegfeld calling in.
Michael, how you doing? This is Daveylove.
Daveylove, I know we had an appointment. What's cooking?
Ah, not much. Just me, my friend. Let me introduce you to the cast of characters on Modern Problems Radio Show. We got the producer extraordinaire, Mr. Shotgun.
what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
And to the right of him, we have Natalie Nightwolf.
Hey, what's up?
Natalie, what's cooking? Where are you guys? Who else you got on the panel there?
We have one more. We have sexy musical correspondent Jessica Apple in the house.
Hi, doll.
You know, she sounds sexy only because of the laughing afterwards. I have no idea what she actually looks like.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah, she's definitely
It's
hot.
not bad.
The question is, Jessica, how do I sound? Tall?
You sound so hot. Oh, my God. You sound tall.
I know, I've been trying to sound taller.
You do sound tall. No, you definitely do. You don't sound short.
Nice, thank you.
So you're doing you're a stand-up comedian, and you're also a puppeteer. Am I right?
Yeah, that's where I started. I did some TV and film with the puppeteering stuff, and this is my 20th year in stand-up, and I'm back and forth New York to L.A. I just came back from New York after I was bumped from Fox and Friends because the executive producer found a joke I made about Sarah Palin about 5 years ago. So it was me and Jim Brewer. We both got bumped because of some Republican slurring.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that will forget
Which is ridiculous because we make fun of everybody, you know.
Yeah, comedians. We don't discriminate. We make fun of everybody. That's the way it goes. You know, it's not
Right.
one certain thing.
Right. They just want a bunch of sheep on there. I thought that would have been hilarious, but at the very last minute, the EP, I guess, looked at everything that had gone through everybody else, and they cut it. Which, frankly, I think is a better story than actually having said I was on Fox and Friends. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, one of my buddies, Mike Falzone, who's been on the show, he was on Fox and Friends and wore a shirt that said Democrat and played guitar on there.
I'm sure they put a black dot over his face.
They didn't like it. They weren't too happy, but I guess, like their research is pretty slow. They figure out stuff a little too late, I guess.
Nice. Where are you guys? Where am I calling? Where are you guys right now?
We are in West Haven, Connecticut at Z's Corner Cafe.
Nice. I was there having a brew right now.
Yeah, everyone here is. It's Natalie's birthday bash, actually, too.
Woo!
So.
Where am I again?
Natalie, are you above or below 25?
I am 25, actually.
She just made it.
25. That's perfect. Nice. It's so funny. So I just came back from the East Coast, and when I flew in, it was a little wet, it was a little snowy, and everyone's like, "You must hate being here." I'm like, I friggin' love it. It's I came from there. So to me, it's all good. I like the change of seasons, and the pace is a little better. And I got back to LA, and it is so slow here. I mean, I don't know how anyone gets anything done. Everyone's just having coffee all day.
Yeah.
Well, next time you're in New York, you got to look us up. We're better than Fox and Friends. Forget about it.
I would like to. I'm trying to. Now that I've been out, I came out here because I started writing a bunch of TV shows and kind of getting off the road. And I have a great writing partner who is with Funny or Die, and we're getting some attention. And just being on planes it would just be a pleasure not to be on as many airplanes. I don't know if you guys have to travel a lot for your work, but I was flying into New York, and I'm on plane a lot, and I got in line, and I know this is terrible, but I got up to the ticket counter, and the woman was really, really rude and not giving me any attention. And for some reason, I thought it would be a good idea to shame her in her behavior.
That's a good idea.
So,
you should do that.
Yeah. So I thought the only way to do that, I don't know why at the time, I thought it would be good if I pretended I was deaf. And,
Oh my God.
So I look at her, I'm like, ma'am, you're going to have to look right at me so I can read your lips. And it's funny,
That's
when I told my mother this story, she's like, well, you don't sound deaf. I'm like, Mom, I wasn't born deaf. I had an accident, a few years before. So I say it to the woman, and of course she snaps into position, and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm so sorry. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, that's right. Customer service, treat people nice. And I thought I did a good thing but what I didn't realize was that on this particular airline, the people who do the ticketing are also the cabin stewards. So when I got on board and saw her, I realized I was going to have to pretend to be deaf for 4 hours.
Oh.
Which you would think would not be a difficult thing, except the baby is crying behind me. I can't turn around and give dirty looks. And when they come through when they came through with the headset for the movie, I don't get one because I'm friggin' deaf. So for the first hour, I'm reading a book and I'm all read out. I'm just tired of reading, and I'm looking around. I'm like, what do deaf people do on the airplane this whole time? I have no idea. So finally, I couldn't deal with it because there was a lady next to me who was kind of a talker, and she didn't know what I got myself into. So as she's talking to me, I'm looking at her lips. So the steward thinks that I'm reading her lips, but that just tells the lady next to me that I'm really interested in what she's saying, and then she won't stop talking to me. So I got my iPod out, and I stuck the headphone earpiece up through my shirt and into my left ear so this woman could see that I didn't want to talk to her anymore. And then every time the steward walked by, I would just kind of put my ear down towards my shoulder. So now they think I'm deaf and I have a twitch. And it was a very long flight. You're the first people I told about this, only because I want to out myself as far as my shameful behavior, because I know that that's the stuff that doesn't let you go to heaven. But
were you able to get a drink, though, or no?
I was able to get a drink because, that doesn't take any skill, just kind of say. What's funny is they all talk louder or they don't talk at all. They just lip sync to you, thinking that, they have to be silent because you can't hear. I don't know what their thoughts on that are, but I kind of wrote myself into that, and it was kind of my own fault, but I can't believe I actually outed. You probably think I'm a horrible person, but
that's something I would do. That's probably I'd get myself into. Somehow.
I actually did that in the deli once, but I actually did the voice. Like, this lady was like a real bitch in the deli, like screaming, like, "Next, what do you want? What do you want?" And so finally, when it got up to me, I just ignored her, and she kept screaming. And then, like, she looked at me, and I said, "Tam tari, tam taf," and like everyone was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And I was like, "Tawa Ferry Road." It didn't go over too good. Yeah, so I'm probably...
Can I tell you what? That made me so uncomfortable that my palms are sweaty right now. Can I just tell you, well, I don't know what kind of time we have. Do we have time for another story?
Sure, go ahead. Definitely.
Okay. I guess this is a theme now, but I did a show a couple of months ago in a theater, and the people didn't tell, and it was a bunch of comedians, and they didn't tell us that out of the 500 people in the room, 60 of them were adult people with Down syndrome. And so, I don't know can I tell the story? Is this okay?
Go ahead. Definitely. Just no language, but yeah, perfect. Right up our alley.
All right, great. So
we're down.
I don't know if you know anything about the Down syndrome people, but they're really, really nice, and they're happy all the time. And I walk out on stage, and I'm doing my bit, and I look down to my left, and there's a young couple with a gift, and I said, "Oh, who's having a birthday?" And to my right, 600 Down syndrome people stand up and start waving their arms, yelling, "I'm on a birthday! I'm on a birthday! I'm on a birthday!" Like 60 of them. And clearly they're not all having a birthday, and they're going on, like, loud, like I can't continue, like, "I'm on a birthday! I'm on a..." So I'm trying to diffuse it, and they won't stop. The audience is getting really cold. and, it's not going well. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to be back in the next half hour. Enjoy your next comic. And I leave. Then the Down syndrome people are silent for about 35 minutes. The minute I hit the stage again, I'm on a birthday, I'm on a birthday, I'm on a birthday. So I'm dying. I'm not doing well now. The audience is silent. I walk down into the audience to try to talk to some other people, and I am bum rushed by 60 Down syndrome people. And I don't know where the chaperone is, but the Down syndrome people they're really, really strong. They have like super strength. I don't know if you know that, but
no, they do.
They have what they call retard strength.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, right. And they all come up to me, 60 of them, and they're pawing me. They're like patting me and petting me like a dog. I'm on a bop that. I'm on a bop that. I can't get back to the stage. I literally cannot get back to the stage. So I think that, I don't know, this is something that I have to put into the act or write a book about. It just keeps, I am surrounded by uncomfortable situations like with any type of, difference in behavior or special needs.
I think you should put it in the act for sure.
I think you should too.
I don't know. People are going to love me or hate me.
That's my life story. That's going to be my book. Either you love me or hate me. And my name's Daveylove.
Wait, what was the last part?
Daveylove.
My name's Daveylove. Either you love me or hate me.
Nice. It's called I'm Okay, Screw You.
Yeah. I think you should definitely put that in the act. So I got a question for you. I like I do. You do voices too, right? Do you do voiceover work and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did a lot of kids. I did a lot of stuff for the Hensons, and I did TV Funhouse, a lot of those cartoons on SNL.
Which ones did you do on SNL? The TV Funhouse.
I took over for Steve Carell when he stopped doing the gay duo. And also, they did a lot of spoofing of Walt Disney. Robert Smigel hates the Disney Corporation, and whenever they had Mickey Mouse come in, I would do Mickey Mouse.
Oh, can you give us a Mickey Mouse?
Oh, please.
Oh, my God, I've been drinking. All right.
So
it's going to sound like Mickey Mouse after a hangover, but he's like, oh, that sounds really good. I could get in trouble. Like that. So it takes a little while to get into the voice. But what was your question?
I was going to ask you because I have like a weird fetish. If I ever go, I'd never really exposed this, but I do a lot of voices too. But whenever I meet a girl, I always was wondering, like, I would always want to get puppets all in the room and then do different voices while I'm having sex with her.
That's really creepy.
It is.
That's your fetish? Oh my God.
It is. Do my Kermit.
Well, let me ask you this.
Sure.
I mean, how do you feel about being a virgin at your age?
I don't know. I can ask some people here.
I will tell you the puppet thing tends to weird people out. I've worked on a lot of projects, and when I was a kid, I loved the puppet thing, but they stay in a locked box in a trunk somewhere. I don't have them stay. Although I did have a roommate in New York who was afraid of clowns.
So you got a Casey
puppets.
Anthony with the puppets?
Do I what?
You have Casey Anthony's puppets?
Wow.
Nice. I don't know. Are the puppets considered? Is that a threesome?
Yeah.
At that point, I don't know.
Yeah.
My problem is the puppets are very needy, and I have to take them to dinner afterwards. But I did have a roommate that was afraid of the puppets, and I did threaten to put the puppets around his room if he raised my rent.
They might have to charge you extra for a living situation.
Maybe you should, you know what you should do? Maybe you should put a smiley face or some sort of a little face with a hat on your penis and start like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's one way to start.
There you go.
Yeah.
And wait, I got it. And then make scuba gear on it, so then when you go in,
you're protected.
Diver down.
Or like a miner's helmet with a little light on it.
And be like a Chilean miner?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Where are you next on tour?
Where am I next on tour? I'm in LA for a little bit. I'm in production on something right now, but I'm going to be at the Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank at the end of the month, and then I'm going to be back in New York. I'm going to be at the Comedy Cellar the second week in March. But most of what's happening now is I'm writing a bunch of comedic editorials for the Huffington Post and the New York Times and things like that. And everything coming up is on the website, michaelpaulziegfeld.com, and there's a lot of cool stuff happening. So it's been really good, and just back now that I'm writing a whole new act, from what I did when I was on the Tonight Show and all that. I'm getting a whole new audience base, so it's all new stuff, which is exciting.
Right.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I saw when Amy passed me your stuff, I was like, oh my God, this guy's done so much stuff. Forget about it.
Yeah, which is, you know how it is. You have a career, and you do one great thing every 2 years, and then it's 20 years. Everyone's like, oh, you have a great resume, but it takes that long to do anything, and you know how it is. Sometimes you have great resume stuff, and the rest of the time you're just trying to work. So
right.
I would say about a year or two ago, I was sick of what I was doing. I was listening to Louis C.K. do an interview with Mark Maron, who said, for 10 years he was doing the same 10-minute act just because it was the money act, and he was sick of himself. And then I opened up the George Carlin memoir, and he said the same thing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm in the same place now.
Right.
It's time to stop doing the stuff that got me. There was the easy way to get on TV and all that, and just kind of do, more material that I wanted to talk about, like, retarded people and deaf people.
Totally.
Well, and the occasional midget sex story.
Oh, nice. That one's below the belt, right?
Really, we're doing puns now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm sorry. You sized me up on that one.
It's okay. I don't want to throw you on the bus. We're all here to help each other. Take it easy. Good talking to you guys.
And next time you're in the area, man, come hang out on the show in person.
I'm there. I'd love to. Thanks for the invite.
All right, Michael. Thank you so much.
Bye.
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 He was hilarious, man. Definitely hilarious. What'd you think, Shotgun?
Yeah, he's funny.
I want to hang out with him so bad.
Oh, my gosh.
I wish he was here at T's right
He
now.
might scare you.
He
might come out with the puppets.
He said he had a gay man inside him. You guys didn't catch that.
Did he say that?
Yeah, trapped in, but I said gay man inside him. Oh.
I don't know if he's trapped. Is he trapped?
He's trapped. He's suffocating.
Oh. Shotgun, what are we going to go into?
We are going to go into Pacifier.
What?
Which song are we going into?
Little Shit.
Oh, love this song. Such a fan. Die Hard.
Modern Problems.
Radio show.